You may recall that we talked previously about analogical reasoning, which was a form of inductive reasoning where we compared two cases, drew on the similarities, and drew a conclusion based on the similarities between those two cases. The false analogy is a fallacy that comes out of analogical reasoning. The false analogy occurs when two cases that are being compared are not similar enough to warrant the comparison. So if instead of saying, if you're good at tennis, you should play badminton, if I had said, if you're good at rugby, you should play badminton, that would be a false analogy because those two sports have very little in common with one another. There's not enough similarity between those two sports. A common saying is that employees are like nails. If they stand up, they need to be hammered down. And this is a false analogy because in actuality, employees are people and have very little in common with nails, which is an inanimate object. And so to say that employees are like nails would be considered a false analogy. Another analogy that is often drawn, an argument that is made, is that if we can put a person on the moon, why can't we figure out a way to make the tax code easier to understand? Now, this is saying that we did one really complicated thing, why can't we make this other really complicated thing easier? But in reality, the technology and information that it took to put a person on the moon is very, very different from the information that is needed to simplify the tax code. There's just not enough similarity between these two things in order to draw a valid analogy between them.